حي على الفلاح.
I asked you in the Jahiliyyah, what was your aim, what was your mission, what was your vision, what do you aspire towards? And you told me you wanted some camels. I'm asking you today, what do you want, Ya Umar? So he says, I want to strive that the deen of Muhammad reach every corner of the globe. Do you see? It is that vision that made them work night and day. And the day of Hunayn came. And Hunayn was a difficult day. The Muslims are coming from Mecca. The tribe of Ghatafan, the Bedouin tribe, has amassed a huge army. And they are so determined that they even brought their women and children with them. That one sweeping attack and let's finish them. And the Prophet ﷺ is riding into the valley. And Hunayn is camped up on the hills, on the mountains. And just as the sun is coming from behind the mountain, and the Prophet and the Ashab have reached the slow point, the tribe of Ghatafan unleashed, and the warriors came down. And such an overwhelming attack, the Muslims who were at the front lost heart, and they started to turn back and they started to flee backwards. In that confusion, a stampede happened and they're pushing the Muslims back like that. And what does the Prophet ﷺ do? The Ashab say he stood on his stirrups and he said, أنا نبي الله لا كذب أنا ابن عبد المطلب أنا نبي الله لا كذب أنا ابن عبد المطلب. I am the Prophet of Allah, it isn't a lie. I am the grandchild of Abdul Muttalib. Ya Abbas, call out to the people of the Surah of Baqarah. Ya Abbas, call out to those that pledged under the tree of Hudaybiyah. And then from this defeat, through the courage and bravery of the Rasul, Allah Rabbul Izzat turned a lost campaign into a victory. The Rasul was brave. There was a big bang in Medina. A rock or a meteoroid had hit from the sky. And it was in the middle of the night. And the Ashab say in that fear we woke up and everyone's looking around. And then we saw him, Salawatu Rabbi wa salamuhu alayh, on a horse, bareback, just jumped on it. And he goes, I checked it out, it's okay, it's okay, I've checked it out, it's okay. The Rasul was brave, but whilst he was brave, he wasn't arrogant. Bravery means to overcome your fears. The Rasul was humble. He conquered Mecca. But how did he ride into the city? The Ashab say he lowered himself and humbled himself so much that his beard was hitting the back of his camel to show that I haven't come in arrogance, Ya Rab. Learn humility from your Rasul. Learn modesty from your Rasul. The Rasul was good to his family. The Prophet said, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the best of you are those who are best to his wives and his family, and I am the best of you. He was the Rasul of Allah, and look at his relationship with his wives and with his family. He used to play with them, entertain them, laugh with them, joke with them, eat with them. He did it when he came into the house. It wasn't like a dark cloud came into the house. Aisha radiallahu anha says, I have a son and the skies have a son. You know when the sun comes out at this happy moment, you say you're like the ray of sunshine. The Rasul was sunshine to his household. What will your wives say about you? Aisha radiallahu anha says, when I was younger and more agile and more fit, the Prophet raced me or chased me, and I ran and overtook him. I beat him. So years passed. Radiallahu an Aisha. Years passed. Aisha radiallahu anha put on weight. She became bigger. The Prophet is in a campaign. He's traveling with the ashab. And then in the middle of the desert, he tells the army, go ahead. Me and my wife will stay back a little. So when they're gone and out of sight, so the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam looks at her and says, you want to race? Salawatu Rabbi wa salamuhu alayka ya Rasulullah. So can you imagine our mother Aisha getting ready to race? So they stood and they ran, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam beat her. So he said, this one for that one. Aisha radiallahu anha says, I used to watch him from the corner of my eyes when we used to eat. So I used to take a piece of meat or a morsel of meat and bite it and put it back in the plate. He used to pick up that morsel, turn it to where my mouth had touched it, and bite from the same place and look at me, and I would blush.